Hey guys, we're in Daleville. We're at the outfitter store in Daleville. That's Halo's wife, right there. That's Sherry, I believe. And we just happened to stop here just for a couple of minutes. She wanted to give a hike or something, so she took opened the back of the truck, and we've got some hikers here. And we're just gonna get their name, maybe just a little bit about them. Let me get your hiker names.
I'm Thunder Buddy.
Thunder Buddy, how'd you get that name?
Early on, there was a huge thunderstorm that I wasn't prepared for, and I jumped in a buddy's tent, and ever since then, that's what I've been named.
Is he still around?
No, he only did a short section with me before he went back to his family.
When did you start, Thunder Buddy?
I started March 23rd.
March 23rd. Good. Congratulations on making it where you've made it.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm NANNERS, also known as Negative NANNERS.
Now spell that for me.
Negative NANNERS.
NANNERS?
N-A-N-N-E-R-S.
Okay, tell me how you got that name.
I can be negative, and I wear a yellow shirt sometimes.
Oh, okay. Where are you from, Nanners?
Massachusetts.
You're hiking home.
I am.
Congratulations on what you've done. Made it to Daleville.
I'm fastest known Zero.
Zero?
Yeah, FKZ.
FKZ.
Yeah, from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Started the 23rd.
You enjoying it?
Oh, I'm loving it.
What's the best thing about Daleville so far?
I got some trail magic, been drinking coffee. The Super 8 was super nice.
Yeah, Super 8 is super nice.
Yeah.
Got good Wi-Fi there too. I got another guy here.
How's it going?
Oh, yeah, we
I'm Wobbles. I'm from New York City and in Daleville, Virginia now. So
How'd you get that name?
Oh, because I don't stay on my feet very long.
You wobble?
Oh, yeah.
You wobble a lot?
Yeah, I got all the wobbles. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another guy just walked up. Give us your trail name.
I'm 300.
300?
From Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Really?
To hike the 80, purposely come here for this.
Who gave you the name?
There was a time for Tana Dam, we sharing experience on being lost. I told them I got an experience, I drove like 300 degrees instead of 60, a shortcut.
Yeah.
And I drove it for quite a few times.
Wow, that is great, guy.
Call me 300, mean like not good in direction.
Congratulations on how far you've gotten, guy. What's been the most exciting thing about being out here on the Appalachian Trail for you?
Peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
That's not always true, but I hear you.
Oh, I'm just loving everyone around.
Good friends out here.
Not going to work.
And you're negative. Not going to work's not bad. How about you?
Probably the biggest thing is just hiking, being out in the different sites and everything that we see, and beers here and there.
Hey, and you're out in the rain. You're looking at the,
life is good.
You're looking at the rain, but it's not raining on you. Guys, right. God bless you, and God bless every step you make between here and Katahdin, and thank you for taking a few minutes to talk with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys, we are at the Microtail in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. I'm standing in the foyer. I'm getting ready to interview some hikers, and you know how excited I get when I get to find a hiker here. I've heard of them. I've heard of your name by other hikers talking about you. And you just told me your trail names, but I want you to tell the people that are watching us.
I'm Honey.
I'm Blue.
Honey?
I'm
Honey
Blue.
and Blue.
Yep.
Where are y'all from?
Fort Myers, Florida.
Fort Myers, Florida. It's kind of flat in Florida.
Very flat. Very flat.
The only question I did ask you before we cut the camera on, have you hiked very much in the past?
No, we did day hikes, and that was about it.
You kind of give me a zero, I think.
Yeah.
You kind of said just about that much.
We lived in Colorado for 25 years before we moved to Florida 3 years ago, so
we day hike.
Okay.
Never overnight backpacked ever.
What part of Colorado?
Fort Collins.
Oh, okay. We skied in Denver and all, a lot of snow skiing years ago. What made you decide to hike the Appalachian Trail? Tell me about it.
I always was intrigued by it, and then I read a book, A Well on the Trail, and it lit a fire, and I proposed to him, let's quit our jobs and hike the trail, and he jumped on board, and that's why we're here.
And that's the strangest thing. It is so convenient for people to quit a job. I mean, 30% of the people I interview, I believe, have quit a job to do this. And what kind of profession did you leave?
Nursing.
Nursing?
Heavy equipment operator.
Heavy construction. Go back to both of those real easy?
Yeah.
In fact, stop here and start doing it here.
We could.
Keep on going.
What's been the most exciting thing on the trail for y'all?
Just the spontaneity, just the unknown, and
the people.
You never know, and the people too, for sure. Yeah.
That's the most obvious answer. Everybody tells me that they see, and they're excited about being restored to the humanity, the graciousness of the humanity around them, and that's probably what you're getting at right there.
Yep.
What has surprised you about being out here that maybe you didn't think about?
Really, this, I don't know.
Actually the long periods of just mundane monotony of just
hiking.
Seeing, like, you know, it's the same scenery like days on end, seems like, you know, but you know, that's part of the trail.
What's the worst part of the trail that you hike? What do you remember being, you know, it's funny, a hiker, after they do something hard, they forget it.
Yeah.
They seem like they forget the hard parts and talk about the good days, but I know there's been some hard days.
Right here in Pennsylvania.
A lot?
I think for me it was the Smokies, just because it was so cold. We had 3 days of
really cold.
Snow, and that was kind of hard for me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind, I haven't minded the rocks as much.
That and the 4 and 5 hour climbs.
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all have a time frame that you've got to be back for or anything like
We
that?
actually have 2 time frames.
We
Two
have one that we don't want to finish before, which is the first week of September. We want to be sure we're still out on the trail by the first week of September, because we have nowhere to go.
Okay.
And then we do have plans to go to more travel, so we have to finish before the first week of October.
Okay.
30-day window.
So were you renting, or you sold house and all that?
Our son moved into our house.
Okay.
So we don't want to.
So you'll go back to it? Okay.
Well,
Maybe.
eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, we told him he could have it for a year and a half to 2 years, so we got to be away for that long.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I just used the phrase sacrifice versus reward. Because a lot of people sacrifice a lot to come out here.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all guys quit a job, you give up your house, and you sacrificed a lot. How's the reward been because of the sacrifice?
It's
been amazing.
Yeah, it's
I
been
think.
really cool.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
You know,
Just, I mean, you find out about yourself, you find out about each other, and you find out about, you know, about.
and just having the time just to enjoy thinking and walking and looking around, and you know, things you can't do every day. It just seems like you're stuck in the same, you know, going to work and in your car, and you know, there'll be days we don't see a TV or even maybe see another person.
Yeah, or know what day of the week it is.
Right.
Or,
So it's kind of cool.
I understand that. When my
life
wife,
gets really simple.
yeah, and that's what people love about the trail. You know, you don't have any other decisions except where am I going to walk to, where am I going to get my water, and where am I going to sleep tonight.
Exactly.
I'm going to start asking a question or throw something at you. I've already done it off of camera, but you're going to be the first ones I've said this to on camera. If somebody walked in this door right now and said, I'll give you $5,000 and go home, but you never can come back, what would you say?
I would take it.
No.
10,000?
No.
Really?
We're 1,200 miles in, man.
Right.
I know where
We're going to finish this thing.
I know where you're going.
So.
And that's interesting because I've thought about phrasing that question, and I wouldn't phrase it till I got up here because I know what you've invested as far as your time and everything, your efforts to get here, and what it means to you. Do you realize how much it's changed you already?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've lost.
Physically, we can see it. I think mentally we'll know more once we quit the trail.
Yeah.
You know, because just coming into town, we kind of notice a little bit about it, the mental change. But I
Yeah.
think the physical change we see is quite. I mean, he's lost 40 pounds. It's
40
been
plus,
crazy.
yeah.
My wife, who just walked out, she told somebody yesterday that when she got through and she looked in a mirror for the first time, a full-length mirror, she said, wow, I got some fine legs now. I wish I would, you know, just strengthen them all up. But what do y'all miss most about not being at home, if anything?
Our pool.
Your food. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, and family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, family.
Yeah.
Especially family.
You know what the second most thing that's answered, the most popular answer, other than what you just said, is?
A chair.
An animal,
Oh,
a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Dog.
Ozzy.
Yeah, he's part of our family.
Puppy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you another little funny question. This has been real fun to do. If tonight y'all hiking out of here in a few minutes, and y'all gonna hike somewhere, I think I know where. If a helicopter came over you right when you got your tent put up and said they could drop anything in the world that you want to eat, what it might be?
Pizza.
Pizza. It's
I'm
amazing.
usually
Or
pizza,
lasagna.
but I've been all about cheeseburgers since I've been.
That's
on the
amazing
trail.
that y'all answer that because I'm thinking a lobster or steak or something.
Oh,
People say cheeseburgers
I
often.
know. Yeah.
Pure junk food.
Yeah.
And then another guy at Fontana Village at right before y'all went over the dam, I was interviewing, and they're not on the trail anymore, and I asked his wife, and she gave me a good answer, long answer, you know, and I looked at him, he said, a case of beer. I said, a case of beer? He said, you can trade a beer for a lot of good food.
Oh, yeah. I'll take my answer back. Yeah.
That's your second answer, huh?
Yeah.
That's your second
Exactly.
answer. What would you tell somebody, guys, if they're watching this? We got a lot of viewers that watch our channel just to get an idea about it, what it's like. And there's a couple out there that's looking at this today. Say, you know what, we're thinking about doing this. Tell us what we need to know about it.
You just got to mentally prepare. Really,
How do you do that?
you think about all the things that you're going to be put through, like the rain. You think about it, and you just got to tell yourself, okay, it's going to be rainy. We're just going to have to do it because the next day could be sunny, or the next hour could be sunny. So we've had some days where we've had to tell each other, you know what, it sucks right now, but tomorrow's going to be, you know, the next hour could be better. So
You're going to go
mentally,
through so many different emotions during the day. You're going to go through euphoria. You're going to just be angry at the trail. You're going to be happy. You're going to be sad. It's just, you're going to change your emotions throughout the day so much. It's just...
Now tell me about how you got your trail names.
well, I was worried about attracting bears, so he started calling me Honey. But we only seen one bear, so I probably should have been like bear spray or something.
Bear bait. Mine actually was a nickname I had when I was a little kid. I was 5 years old. My whole family has nicknames, and there was a TV program called High Chaparral, and there was a hired hand on there called Blue Boy.
Blue Boy.
And my brother started acting just like him, so they started calling me Blue. Like I said, my whole family's got nicknames, so I just brought it to trail with me.
What does family think about you being out here?
I think you're nuts.
Think you're nuts. Yeah, that's common. That's the most common answer when that question comes up. Are y'all doing any social media if somebody wanted to follow y'all?
Instagram.
Okay, let's plug that. Go ahead if you don't mind.
Midlife Travel Life.
Midlife Travel Life on Instagram.
Yeah.
I've not started Instagram, so I don't know a lot about it, but the viewers understand that, I'm sure. Y'all got a pretty day to hike, guys.
Yes,
We're ready.
We're ready.
And what's the next thing you're looking forward to up the trail that you know about?
Getting into New Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting out of Pennsylvania.
Do you have any relatives or friends that are north of the trail that you may see?
No.
Okay.
No, but we've been meeting friends all along the trail that we don't even know we have yet. So that's been pretty
That's
awesome.
fun. That's a fun part of that. Anybody y'all want to say hello? I see somebody coming through the door. That's okay. Anybody y'all want to say hello to that might watch this?
Hey, Blake and Alicia, thanks for your help at home.
And our son Logan.
Yeah, son Logan. Without you guys' help, we wouldn't be doing this. So.
You know,
And then a special shout out to Bev and Alan. They took us into their home, strangers, made us feel like family, gave us an awesome place to stay and some good food.
Yeah.
and you know, I'll say a couple more comments. I've tried to emphasize how important the support system is back at home. And do you agree with that?
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. You got to have some people that are going to support
And I've
you.
tried to emphasize that in case somebody's looking at that. They need to think about who they could help get them involved on this.
Exactly.
And be part of it. Guys, thank you so much for taking a few minutes of your time today, and God bless every step between here and Katahdin.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.